Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, my name's Jen, and I am a self-taught nail enthusiast. And in today's video, I am trying dip powder with the excellent help of Double Dip. They were so kind to send me a huge box of some products to try out here. So if you want to see what I've created, then let's get into the video. This is the box, and it is jam-packed full of goodies. Like, I'm so excited. So I'm just going to start pulling stuff out so we can take a look. This is obviously their instruction booklet, and then they have given me this little hollow iridescent bag that I could probably keep all of these products together in the bag. And then I got 3 different dip powders, and their packaging is really beautiful. I feel like they took a lot of time in packaging all of these items. So the first color that I got is 505 Melon Mambo. Then the next one, which is honestly my personal favorite, is 612 Fingers Crossed. And then the last is this beautiful blue 788 Egyptian Love. You guys know how I feel about blues. Okay, coming right up is, what is this? It's just like a little goodie bag. Okay, so they've given me one of those dip powder collection things. I'm sure you've seen me use, I think I used something similar to this on my channel at one point. But basically you put your finger in there and you can pour the powder. It goes into one of these little spoons that you can pull out and pour the powder back into the container. So, and it comes with a funnel to get stuff back if you're using like a glitter or something in a small container. There is also a brush. I would assume this is like a dust brush. It is kind of small. I'm sure it would be good for getting rid of like fine dust, but really like getting in there. I like to use something like this for really like cleaning, but I understand like it needs to be delicate when you're dealing with dip powder brush, so I can kind of understand, you know, why they would give a brush like this. And then they gave me 2 of these pops that I can swatch the colors on. I'm so happy they gave me these because I honestly have been wanting to try something like this for a long time, and I don't know why I haven't gone out and purchased anything like that. So they gave me some stickers, which they gave me some really cute like Halloween glow. I think they glow in the dark, and then just some really beautiful flowers. Like, I love stickers. I have like a drawer full of them. Personally, like, I'm not the greatest artist in the world, so you know, when it comes to like adding detail like that, I just like to use a sticker or like a tattoo. It makes my life so much easier. And then they gave me these little nail clips, and this is for soaking off your nails. I had some of these a while back and I don't know what happened to them, so I'm gonna go ahead and stick these right in my desk drawer. I have been rearranging my nail setup for a while, so I've got some empty drawers. And this, I believe, is all of the liquids that you need to work with the dip powders, which is just so kind of them to send me like a whole kit basically. So you have your step 2, which is the dip base, and step 3 is your activator, and step 4 is your dip top, and then your brush cleaner. So what I'm gonna do really quickly is I'm gonna go ahead and read through the instructions, set up my table so that we can come back and try these out. Okay, so steps 2 and 3 say to basically apply your base and then a clear powder. I don't have a clear powder, but I suspect the reason for that is if you have natural nails and you don't want like staining on your nails. So I'm gonna skip that step and I'm gonna move on to step 4. However, I'm going to kind of apply this a little differently since my nails are a little longer. I'm gonna go with the method that Evie at Long Hair Pretty Nails uses, where she does like a line down the middle and then she like moves up the nail as she goes. It might take me a little bit longer, but it'll prevent that like super flat nail that you can get from dip powder. So I'm gonna go ahead and I am gonna start by applying this. And I just want to quickly run through some of the things about this company, Double Dip. And I don't know if I mentioned it before, but they reached out to me on Instagram. Oh no, they reached out to me by email and asked me, hold on, I need to take that off. I need something to rest my finger on because I was shaking so bad. They reached out to me and asked me if I would like to try their products. And so basically some of their information and what makes them good is that, you know, this can save you time in doing your nails. It can save you money. It's easier to use than some other products like acrylic. In addition to that, they have an organic formula. It's an instant finish. That's another thing. Like, you don't have to cure this like you would cure gel nails. They are PETA approved for cruelty-free and vegan-free. They are a small business owned by women and located in Texas, which women supporting women, thank you. Thanks for reaching out. I do really appreciate that. Okay. Oh, so I don't know if it's picking this up on camera, but this is like a sparkly pink shade, and I'm going for like a cutesy Halloween look, I think, today. So I wanted this to be my base. I'm only going to be using this color. I'm not going to use the other two, but I will swatch them for you so you can kind of see what they look like, of course. I don't want to just show you just one, so I will swatch them, but I'm just going to do this one for today. All right, now the next step is to kind of go like 3/4 of the way up your nails, and I'm trying not to apply too much glue because I don't want it to get like chunky and too thick. Sorry, I feel like I need to concentrate when I'm doing this part. I don't know if I mentioned this either, but I have never done dip nails before. I used to get them professionally done, but I've never done them myself, so I'm just a little nervous. I used to get them done for a while because, you know, everybody was saying how like it's so much better than acrylic. I don't know if that's true or not, and I don't want to state a claim like that because I don't know. I'm not a professional. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I've heard varying sides of the story, and I haven't really been able to come to any conclusion about that. So, you know, I wish I could, but I just can't. Now, the one thing that I do like, I just want to see, it says air dry for 30 seconds. Quickly dip your nails in the desired color jar. Wait a few seconds before using the clean brush to remove excess powder from around the nail plate and nail surface. Then air dry for 30 seconds. Okay, so I'm just gonna gently brush this off. Yeah, I mean, I know I was kind of like, it's like an okay brush, but it's perfect for this purpose because you really do want to be gentle. You don't want to be like jamming anything into here or else it's gonna mess it up, and like it's kind of hard to fix it once you mess it up, I feel like, which is, you know, the advantage of gel polish. It doesn't dry until you cure it. Or polygel, same thing, like you can just take it off and start over again. So that may be a disadvantage to this. All right, so I just wanted to go like more of a deep dive into why this is much less expensive than going to the salon. All of these activators and liquids were $7.99 each, and the dip powders as well were $7.99 each. When I used to go to the salon and get my nails done with dip powder, I want to say it was like $35 to $50, which if you're going like every 2 weeks, that's pretty expensive and like really time consuming, because if I'm being for real, like I can do my nails really quickly off camera if I'm just doing it for myself. If I am doing it on camera, yes, it takes a lot longer because I'm trying to talk, I'm trying to demonstrate, I'm trying to show you guys like everything that I'm doing. So yes, it takes a bit longer. I mean, it's really not that difficult once you get the hang of it, it seems like. I mean, you apply this, you dip, then you apply that file, and then you apply the top coat. Wham bam, thank you ma'am. Not too hard. It's not. And the fact that they are like cruelty free and vegan is really amazing. I'm sure there are plenty of other companies that are cruelty free as well, but I feel like this is one of the only ones that I've seen that like really advertises that. Oh no, I think I forgot to brush off the nail powder. Dang it. Oh well. We all make mistakes, right? I want to get right in this corner over here. I'm kind of missing a spot over there. Again, like you can fix mistakes in filing, so don't like be too hard on yourself if like something gets messed up. It's not that big of a deal. The one thing that I really liked about this company was that they were a woman-owned U.S. business right in Texas. So for all of you people watching, most of you are from the U.S., so it's not going to be difficult for you to, you know, get product delivered to you. I think it's amazing being a partner with a woman-owned business like women should be supporting other women and not trying to tear them down. You know, I see a lot of that on the internet, and like, I just don't understand why women are like that. Like, are they so intimidated, so jealous? I just don't quite understand. So this is looking kind of lumpy chunky, but I think I messed up really bad right before this last coating. I think I forgot to brush off the nail powder, and I'm so sorry for that. So I'm gonna try to do like just one more like full coat. But if you look at the side, like it does have like a nice curve to it. It's not flat, so it's got like a very flattering shape to it. So let me just try to make sure this is all evenly covered so that I can at least file it and make the shape much nicer. I messed up my first one. Well, that just goes to show you I wasn't lying when I said I've never used dip powder. I will need to file this, so I will be able to shape it and file it and hopefully get some of those bumps out. Okay, well, I will say that the color is really, really, really pretty. I kind of want to file this off camera just so you can see what it looks like. So let me see. We're all done there with that step, and the next step is just basically to repeat like what we did with this and that. And then step 7 is to apply a coat of the activator and let it dry for 30 seconds. Sorry that I'm like sort of reading this along with you. I have read those instructions like 3 times and I was still like nervous and confused that I wouldn't be able to do it without having them like right next to me. So, you know, hopefully you appreciate my thorough tutorial here. I watched a few different videos, not just on this company's dip powder, but there are plenty of people that are using this dip powder. I have seen it before, so I know that it's just a good company based on some of the reviews that I've seen. And then step 8 is to let it dry. So I'm just gonna clean up some of the dust and then I will file. All right, after filing, I think it looks pretty good. Like, I'm not mad at that. So I'm gonna put another coat of the activator on and let that dry. So let me know down below if you guys have ever tried dip powder, whether like you've ever done it yourself or you've ever like had it done. Doesn't matter. I'm just curious. Like, I used to do it a lot. Like, that was like my go-to for getting my nails done, and I really enjoyed it. So this one says to let it air dry for 1 to 3 minutes and then apply the top coat. I guess what I'm going to do, I wonder if I should just like move on to this other nail. And in case you were curious, I still have on the Model 1's tips. This has some builder gel on it. This just has like a pink polish over the top. This nail got crushed. My son sat on me and it literally like bent in half. And then this one just completely came off. So, you know, that's what I've been dealing with. But anyways, look at the shape. It's pretty nice. It's got like a nice little curve to it. It's not like completely flat. I like it. There's like a couple spots up here where I guess I like filed too much. So just keep in mind, this is pretty delicate stuff and you don't want to file it off too hard, which is very similar to like poly gel and even like gel polish. Like, if you file too much, it's gone. So that was pretty easy. I think I'm gonna just top coat it, and I don't want to experiment and try the little like catcher thing. I think I like dipping rather than like dumping it on. I just don't want to try something else right now. I feel like I did okay with this. Maybe another time I will, and I just totally flooded my cuticle. Guys, have I ever done nails before? Like, the heck is wrong with me today? But anyways, that's how it looks. It's very shiny. I might do another coat of this just to get a little bit more shine. I will say, like, I've lost the sparkle in there as well. I was expecting this to be a lot more sparkly, and I don't really, like, unless you're really up close like I am, like, I can't really see the glitter in there, and I was hoping for more sparkle just because of like the look that I'm trying to go for today. So I don't know, it's fine. Let me just do one more coat and be really careful not to get any on my skin, because like I said, this is like super glue. It literally dried like so fast. It is very shiny, I will say. It's not perfect. I didn't expect it to be perfect. I think it looks better than I expected it to look, actually. Better than I was expecting myself to be able to do. I don't know. Okay, next nail. So I went ahead and I just kind of pushed back my cuticle again just to make sure that it's not in the way. I don't want to get anything on my skin, so I'm going to be like extra cautious. And I also want to make sure that I'm completely like saturating the nail area that I want to get the powder on. Let's do this one more time. I'm going to go right down the middle, but this time I think I'm going to not go as close to my cuticle. That was way too thick, but whatever, it's fine. Okay, then wait like a couple seconds and then put it in. And I'm going in at like a 45-degree angle-ish. One, because I've just seen other people do it that way, and two, because I don't want to hit my nail against the bottom of the jar. And I just let it like hang out there for a couple seconds, and then I take it out and I beat it with my brush like everybody else does to get off some of that powder. And I know that like the nails, like the fake nails, I know they don't look like that great condition. I almost just soak them off completely because there's white stress marks all over them. That just says to me they're not very strong for my day-to-day life. Maybe if you like don't do anything all day with your hands, you'll be fine, but I'm constantly doing something. You know, I have a 3-year-old son, so he runs me like a slave. No joke, like Play-Doh slave. I have to make all the Play-Doh for him. So anyways, so back to Double Dip. Now, they are saying that you can save up to $1,200 to $2,400 just by using their dip kits alone. They said that our dip powders and liquids can last up to 35 full sets and maybe even more. No chipping and no popping off. Now, I will say I never had a dip nail chip or pop off. This stuff is like rock solid. It's pretty strong, which is nice to do on your natural nail. I used to just do it on like my natural short nails, and I did feel like I had a lot of strength to my nails. So it will be interesting to see, you know, when comes time to like remove these, how easy that will be. I think you can just soak them off. I'm pretty sure that's the way they used to do it in the salon. Like obviously they would file it a little bit and then soak it off. So I will be interested to see how long it will take to soak off, because polygel takes forever. You might as well just file it off because it's just awful. So then I overlap that area, and I want to make sure I get the sides over here like really good. I don't want to miss any spots. Okay, and again, and this is almost like doing coats without just continuing to like pile one flat layer up. So you're like slowly moving back to the cuticle of the nail, and then I do like to do just one final coat on top of all of the other coats. It seems to be working as far as like the shape goes. I think it looks nice that way. So thank you, Evie. She literally had a video like 2 weeks ago trying, I think, like Kiara Sky dip powder, I believe it was. It was so funny because I knew this was coming in the mail, so I was like, thank you. You came to my rescue because I had no idea what I was going to do. All right, get as close as we can without flooding, because I had a lot of like buildup in the cuticle area that I didn't really like very much. So I just want to make sure all of this is covered with glue. There's a little spot over here. I don't want to get it on my finger because I got a piece on my finger too. Okay, all right, looks good. Here we go. Oh, and I should add, these bottles are pretty big. These are only a ½ ounce, but there's a lot of powder in here. And even when you start getting low, like in here, you could pour it into that other container and just do it that way without fear of like wrecking the bottles or like messing up your nails. So, all right. See, I see the sparkle, but then once I brush it away and once I filed, I didn't really see it anymore. So I don't know. It is very fine. This is very finely milled. It feels like I'm like putting my hand into like flour. It's super soft. Like it doesn't feel like irritating on my skin or itchy or anything like that. So, okay, I think I'm gonna do one final coat, sort of going like all over the nail. Ooh, I didn't hit like the tip of my nail. Okay, let's do one more. Going back here. And I'm just going to do about like 3/4 of the way down. I don't want to get the end anymore. but I do need to brush on the tip here because I missed that. And I think I missed it on my index finger too. So a stickler for the like tips of your nails being discolored. I just kind of shake it a little bit. And I just have been like scooping up anything that falls on my table and just putting it back in here. I cleaned my table before, so if that's wrong, don't judge me. All right, I think this one done. Oh, I got a little chunk over there, but that, like I said, it's fine after you file it, so. And I got some underneath the nail, but that is okay. I'm gonna be covered in powdery glitter. I love glitter, but it haunts me. It's everywhere. I find it everywhere. She's looking lumpy and bumpy. Again, totally fine. I might not be doing this right. I might need to take another look at Susie's video, because I think I might not be supposed to like dragging it all the way down every time I move up. Like maybe I'm just supposed to do that area. I don't know. Let me just, again, clean up, file, and I will return. Okay, back with the second nail. I think it looks okay. I missed like a little spot over here. I keep missing like little spots here and there. The cuticle could be better. I'll try to get a little closer to that next time. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and finish them up off camera, because it's basically just the same steps over and over and over again. And then I'll come back and show you what they all look like. Wish me luck. Okay, just wanted to like clean up a little bit and show you the nails are on. They're not perfect. I know they're not perfect. It's not the product's fault. It's my fault. I am new to using this product. You know, one thing I will complain about is I do find it hard to get into those like nooks and crannies without getting the glue all over your skin, therefore causing the powder to get all over your skin. So that's my only like pet peeve about this, really. The other thing is that my dip top brush is already like ruined. It's like hard and stuck to itself, so I will be soaking it in this stuff to see if it will fix it. But by the time I got to the thumb, it was like completely ruined, so I just put my own top coat over the top of that, and a gel top coat. I hope that's okay. I hope that doesn't mess with any of the formula. I don't expect it to, but yeah. So I do want to do some decorating, but I forgot to tell you guys that I have a lovely little discount code for you, and it is JENN, so that's Jen with 2 N's, 10. And if you go to their website, which is www.doubledipstore.com, so I'm gonna just like clean up my desk, reset, and then I'll come back so that I can start decorating these, because I told you I wanted to do like a cutesy little Halloween look for you. Okay guys, I'm back. I started decorating my nails and got to my index finger, which I was going to save to show you guys on camera, and I already put the sticker on my finger, so sorry about that. But basically I just like added their stickers and then drew some like cute little like pumpkins and stuff like that. So the one I did on my index finger was the witch flying in the sky, and I'm just gonna draw like a pumpkin down here. I did quickly want to show you the swatches that I did, and these are so pretty. This red and blue screams 4th of July. Again, I do wish the pink was a little more sparkly, but I understand that it's a finely milled glitter in there, so I can't expect it to be like stars in my fingers, you know. That's just the type that it is. I'm sure they have other ones that do sparkle a little more. And I went ahead and I soaked my dip top in the brush cleaner, and it's looking pretty good, so I'll probably top with that. If I don't top with that, I might seal it with a gel top coat. And in addition, before I started filming tonight, I did do some extra filing around the cuticles and stuff like that. I'm not gonna lie, it's not my best work that I've ever done as far as like applying a product, but if you go back and look at like some of my older videos or older pictures on Instagram, like you'll see that I wasn't the greatest at, you know, getting up right up next to the cuticle, creating a nice clean look. That comes with practice and learning how a product works. So I'm not gonna blame the product because I didn't do a good job of applying it. It's not their fault. I feel like it's very strong. It is a very pretty pink color that I chose to use, And there's not really any smell that I noticed from the products, so those are all pluses. Obviously, we'll discuss everything at the end of the video on how I feel about it and what I think. So I just want to quickly go ahead and draw on my final little pumpkin here. I know some of you are probably saying like the 2 and 2 don't go hand in hand, but just wait. I am just going to flash cure this, probably do a second coat of the orange and draw on the details, and then I will be back to top coat. I don't know, like I'm kind of leaning towards top coating it with the gel top coat just to seal in the stickers. That's my only thought process, so we'll see. So I came up with this brilliant idea before I finish this. So I have this like gold, I don't know what you call that, I don't know. It's a gold gel polish, and I'm just gonna put some little dots everywhere, because when all else fails, add some dot, right? Uh-oh, did I just cure this? Shoot, I think I did. Idiot. I'm just gonna add some cute little dots all over. I might need to get some more. There you are. Gosh, is it just me, or am I the only one that wastes a ton of product when you put stuff out on your palette? Like, you know, like I know I don't need that much. I know I'm not gonna use that much, and yet I pour like a gallon of polish out when I am doing my nails. So cute. Oh, perfect decision. Okay, I'm probably just gonna speed through this and top coat, and then I want to show you what is so special about these cute little stickers. So don't forget, I will have all of their information linked down below, as well as my coupon code, so you can save some money on your purchase at Double Dip. So for the most important part of tonight, right? Let's go see. Let's see if they glow in the dark, shall we? And they do. I don't know why I'm always surprised when things glow in the dark, because I'm a child at heart, I guess, but of course they glow, and they're really, really cute. I actually really like this one that I did here, where I did like the pumpkin and the glow in the dark hat, and then I just painted like orange underneath that. It turned out super cute. The Happy Halloween ones don't glow as much as the other things, but overall it's still fun. Alright guys, this is my bag full of goodies from Double Dip, and first and foremost, I just want to say thank you so much for sending me all of these products so that I could try them out. I actually really enjoyed the process of using this product. It was actually very quick and very easy. Obviously, I need more practice with this product. Like with anything else in life that is new to you, you're not always going to be the best at it the first time that you use it. So, you know, my cuticles are not the best, but I will get there in time. I am going to quote my friend Ramona from college that gave the graduation speech, and she said that the only time success comes before work is in the dictionary, and she is absolutely right. We have to practice. We have to practice at our skills in order to get better. I don't consider myself a nail artist as much as I do a nail enthusiast, but that doesn't mean that I don't want to be good at nail art or that I want to get better at nail art. So, my final thoughts. Pros: it's easy to use, it's quick, it does save you money because this kit is relatively inexpensive. Like, there's little to no smell. Now, my cons: it is super messy. Like, I got dust everywhere. So if you are doing this at home, I would probably suggest putting down like some paper towels or something like that to protect your workspace. Second of all, it's a little hard to get into like the nooks and crannies, especially for someone like myself. I have shaky hands from medication and other things, so it can be a little hard. Now granted, I was using my non-dominant hand today, so I'm sure that contributed to some of the difficulties that I had, but overall, like, I really don't have too much negative to say about this product. I thought it was a good experience, and I mean, they're cute. They're like a cute little Halloween set. It's not my favorite look that I've ever created, not gonna lie, but I do think it turned out to be a cute little look. So, with that being said, I would like to thank you guys for all watching, and if you are watching and you're not subscribed yet, please go down and click that subscribe button. Check out my social media. I am on Instagram and Twitter. That's Luxe Nails by Jen. And don't forget to check out my website. That has a lot of things about how I got started and what you need to start doing your nails at home. And if you do recreate a look that I have done on here, please don't forget to tag me on Instagram. I would love to see how it turned out. So go ahead, like this video, subscribe, and hit that bell notification button so you never miss a mani with me. Bye, guys.